Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, April 19, 2025. Worries about your future or dependencies can surface in unusual ways today, largely in the form of tensions. Something buried or a past problem can surface or resurface. Flaws are undeniable now, and instead of letting this get to you too much, aim to work on fixing things. Avoid getting frustrated if you notice that people around you are not as incensed about problem solving as you are. Fix what you can and avoid stressing over the things that you cannot. Fortunately, today's transits favor sharing your creations or insights confidently. You're in a great position to learn about yourself and your capabilities, and you can be pumped up to find answers and get things done. Wherever mighty Mars, the planet of sex, travels, we can feel a surge around the energy he is embodying. Presently, our red planet is becoming ignited on the throne of Leo. This means that all themes that Leo rules will have a greater firepower behind them. You naturally rules passion, dating, courtship, fertility, and fun. This means that singles and couples can harness this fiery passion for leading with their hearts and loins, for having an especially SPI time. Embrace the magic of the moment. If seeking pregnancy, this is an auspicious period. Are you being praised or chastised? It might be challenging to gauge how someone is talking about you when Mercury in Aries conjuncts Neptune in Aries. Since you are coming up in conversation more and more, your colleagues will all have something to say about your professional position. At first, you may misread the tone, turf, or timing of someone's comment. But as time goes on, you may realize what they were genuinely trying to say. Either way, do not bite someone's head off if you are not entirely sure of what they are trying to convey to you. You are greatly supported by the planetary energies on the emotional side of things, but over the last few months you might have also found yourself putting on some extra weight. Look not into the mirror but into your heart and mind to discover what the cause might be for this change in your body. There is no need to worry about your appearance because beauty is honesty, and if you are honest with yourself you don't need to pass judgment. Mind that you don't get yourself all worked up in knots today. With the presence of an vibration, you can find it much easier than usual to worry or stress over financial matters. Yet, truly, all the fretting won't change your current affairs. You would be wiser to direct this energy into making any changes to your situation that will improve it to your satisfaction. Guard against headaches and other stress-related illness by being proactive in your life. Over 7 months after returning for what should have been the 6-week launch of a new 2-year Mars cycle, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos finally reaches his last full day in Cancer. In that time, Mars has left and then returned, and as he has spent 5 of the last 7 months in Cancer, this was less a failure to launch and more a chance to go back and forward across all your options. You might be moving into a new Mars cycle, but is also preparation for a new 12-year Jupiter cycle of expansion that will begin when Jupiter returns to Cancer in June. With Venus, the planet of love, in her early days back in direct motion in an adventurous part of your chart as a friendly aspect between Mars, in his last full day in Cancer, and the asteroid Juno, 2 days after retrograding back into your romantic sector peaks. There is a potent mix of nostalgia, romance, passion, and adventure in the air. While Mars will leave tomorrow, Venus and Juno will continue to keep this fueled. Scorpio, transformation doesn't need to be dramatic, it can be quiet and lasting. Your quote of the day: let what no longer fits fall away. Your color of the day is obsidian black, powerful and honest. Lucky numbers: 8, 13, 26. Something you've been carrying emotionally may be ready to release. Trust your instincts, they're stronger than logic today. A private realization could change how you move forward. Don't fear the quiet, it's fertile ground. Our eyes in the sky. Let's gently settle into the energy of April 19, 2025. If today has already been busy or overwhelming, take this as your cue to pause, breathe deeply, and allow a few messages from the universe to find you. Whether you've come here looking for guidance, encouragement, or just a quiet moment to connect with something deeper, know that this reading is meant for you, yes, you and whatever you're holding in your heart today. The first card drawn for today is the Six of Swords, a powerful sign of transition and quiet healing. This card often speaks to the moments in life when we start to move away from something heavy, whether it's emotional baggage, old habits, or a situation that no longer aligns with who we're becoming. Sometimes that movement is literal, like a physical change of environment, and sometimes it's deeply internal. You may not be at your destination yet, but you're definitely on your way. Trust that leaving behind what no longer serves you is an act of courage. It's okay to grieve what you're letting go of, even if you know it's for the best. Healing rarely looks like a straight line. Be gentle with yourself in the process. The next card we have is the Page of Pentacles, and this brings such a refreshing energy of new beginnings, especially around learning, growth, or planting the seeds of something practical. You might be thinking about starting a new project, returning to something you once set aside, or even exploring a different way of handling your time, health, or finances. This card says you don't need to have all the answers yet. What matters is your willingness to learn and stay open. It reminds me of those times when we decide to pick up a new skill, like learning to cook something from scratch or trying our hand at journaling or gardening, not because we expect to master it overnight, but because it feeds something inside us. What's calling to you right now? What tiny step could you take today that your future self might thank you for? The third card is the Ten of Cups, and this is one of those cards that feels like a warm embrace from the universe. It speaks of emotional fulfillment, connection, and that sense of home, whether that's found in people, places, or moments. This could be a reminder to cherish what truly fills your cup. Have you had a meaningful conversation lately, or spent time with someone who just gets you? These small, sacred joys are more powerful than we sometimes give them credit for. If you're still searching for that kind of connection, this card brings a promise. It is on the horizon. You're not alone in your longing for peace, love, and harmony. Keep showing up as yourself, and the right people and experiences will find their way to you. Next, we're met with the Strength card, not the loud, forceful kind of strength, but the quiet, enduring kind. The kind that shows up when you keep going through the hard days. The kind that takes the form of compassion for yourself and for others. You might be in a situation right now that's requiring more patience than you thought you had, or maybe you're holding back from reacting in a way that used to feel automatic. That's growth. That's power. The Strength card often reminds us that true resilience isn't about powering through everything without feeling. It's about staying soft where it matters, and firm where it counts. You are stronger than you think, and more importantly, your strength is rooted in your heart, not your fear. Finally, we pull the Wheel of Fortune, a beautiful sign that things are shifting. The wheel reminds us that life is cyclical, nothing stays the same forever. If you felt stuck recently, this is a message that movement is happening, even if you can't see all the details just yet. It's that sense of the universe rearranging things behind the scenes, aligning opportunities, clearing paths. Trust in the timing of your life. Sometimes the unexpected moments bring exactly the kind of change we didn't know we needed. Think back to a time when something didn't go according to plan but ended up leading to something better. This card invites you to stay open to surprise, and to believe that even if it's not all in your control, it is unfolding in your favor. So, with the Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune, we're looking at a day of movement, gentle beginnings, emotional fulfillment, quiet power, and a universe that's working with you, not against you. If something in this reading spoke to you, even just a sentence, trust that it was meant to. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you in a season of change right now? What seeds are you planting? What kind of joy are you calling in for yourself? Let's create a space where we can support see each other, share our thoughts, and remind ourselves that we're never really navigating these moments alone. You're doing better than you think. Keep trusting the process, and keep showing up for yourself in the little ways. They add up more than you know.